but I'm going to train you. That is not a matter. Just how much you know about this concept.
.NET Framework is building a program for system and mobile applications or so.
Building a program for developing a
Uh, like
See,
website.
I would say it's what to say. So it has some levels. So say like machine level, then CLI, CLR, and there are CLI is like a on top of that, C Sharp has many languages. So when we worked, it was like VB.NET and C Sharp. So both we were working. So on top level, the developer will be working, and the compiler will when we compile, it will be interrupted to machine code, like intermediate code. Then CLS, common language, CLR and CLR and CLS, I guess. So those interrupt mechanisms will comes between the code level of languages and the machine level languages. So yes, ma'am, this is what I know about uh, .NET Core. Oh, sorry, framework.
okay. I asked what is framework?
Yeah,
What do you think?
framework.
Who given this .NET? Whose technology is this?
So Microsoft.
Microsoft technology, right? So framework is a what is framework? Why they given this?
Uh, Framework. It's like the set of
See, it's a
rules.
flat. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
platform on
it's a
Windows.
platform. Okay. So platform developed by Microsoft to develop the web applications, to develop the all kind of applications. Okay, like web, Windows, uh, services, FTP services, APIs, everything. Okay. Why .NET? Why .NET means .NET supports multiple languages. As you told, VB.NET, C Sharp, F Sharp, VB, C++, right? The .NET supports multiple language in one common engine. That's why we are telling .NET is the most powerful language. Okay, because the main advantage of .NET is interoperability. Okay, see, as you told, the .NET it's a Microsoft technology. The .NET framework is a platform. Platform is it's a one tool. It's a open source. Okay, this is already well defined format. This is developed by Microsoft. They have given this to develop our own application, and where we are going to give that application to the client. The final output will be the final output we are going to give to the client, right? That for that we are going to write the application. For that application, they have given this platform. It's a well-defined platform. Okay. By using this platform, they can develop many types of application with multiple languages. Okay. Actually, they are telling the .NET support 60 plus, but the known is 11 plus only. C Sharp, VB, C plus plus. Okay, but most prominent using language is C Sharp. We are going to study only C Sharp. Okay. Here, now you understand framework.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see, as she told the .NET framework, the conversion, that is, she told about CLR, right? That's a common language runtime is the main art of the .NET. Okay, it's the main execution engine. We are writing the code. We are writing the code in English language, right? High level language. This high level language is converted into the in .NET. It first level of two level of compilation. In first level of compilation, it will convert it into intermediate language, that is MSIL, Microsoft Intermediate Language. This conversion is done by the corresponding language compiler. Okay. The compilation means our high-level language is converted into a machine language, that is operating system known language, then it will give the output. So the high-level languages is converted into Microsoft Intermediate language using the corresponding language compiler. Corresponding language compiler means if I'm writing code in C Sharp, it will convert it by the C Sharp compiler. If I write code in VB.NET, it will come converted by the VB.NET compiler. Okay. Then second level of compilation is done by the intermediate languages is converted into machine language, that is over binary 0 and 1. See, actually the final output will be in the computer, but the computer memory can store only 0 and 1. It will read the 0 and 1 only, it will give the output. That machine language conversion is done in by this MSIL to the machine language is converted. This conversion is done by the JIT compiler. This JIT is inside the CLR. Okay, this machine language then stored in the operating system and gives the output. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
This is compilation process. Okay, in this actually main component of .NET frame, I'm explaining the framework, not code. Okay, the main component of .NET framework is CLR. Okay, inside the CLR only this compilation, the second level of compilation will be happen. Why they are telling it's art or main part of .NET means because here only everything will take place like safety, authorization, type safety, type checking, then garbage collection, FC framework class library. See, the .NET provides many libraries. Okay, so once you want to write the application, they are providing many classes and methods to make us to use our application programming. Okay, see, we have more than 600 plus libraries. Like if you go with once you install VCS with .NET Core, you will have in C colon Windows, Microsoft.NET, DSC, See, we have 518 plus libraries. This is all system library. System is the most common used library. Okay, so system dot collect for each and everything, design, drawing, IO for file handling system dot IO for database connectivity system dot data dot SQL client. So like that, they are providing 518 libraries. Okay, these libraries are inside the framework class library. Okay, so the CLR can't, inside the CLR only it will all take place. The CLS is there, CTS is there, JIT compiler will be there, garbage collector GC. What is garbage collector, guys?
So whenever we assign some values, means variables, when we delete something, so the garbage collector will it automatically goes into garbage collections.
Once you delete one, it will go.
Sorry?
See,
No, not like that.
if you delete
So
only,
once the variable has been used and it's no more, it's getting called, or it's not getting permanently deleted by the developer, then it goes to garbage collections.
no, actually, developer deleting the any variables or methods not a matter. See, the garbage collector actually inside the CLR we have GC. No, so inside the CLR we have two memories. Okay, one is stack memory, another one is heap memory. All value type data types. What are the value type data types? Are?
So value type, the memory address will directly point to the values. So I guess another
What are
one
the
is like
what are the data types?
So integer, float, um, int, float, boolean, string. Uh,
String. String is a value type data type.
no, it's a reference type.
Okay. Int, you are experienced person. That's why I'm not going in depth of this. This is all basics, right? Data types, variables, and that's why I'm asking you itself. See, value type data types, as you told, it's actually value type data types are stored in stack memory. What is stack? Stack is last in, first out. Okay. Once the last in, the first will be out, right? So like that, here in stack memory, we are directly storing value into the memory address. Okay. So the value type data types are integer, long, float, double, char, bool. Okay. The reference type, that is where the reference type data types are stored in heap memory. Heap memory don't have any constraint. It will store wherever it want. It will get the value wherever it takes. Okay. So in heap memory, how the value will be stored means the reference of the where value is it itself stored. That is it will not store directly the value. It will store the address the where the value is actually stored. Okay, that type of data types are string, object, array, delegate. Okay,
Yeah,
so these are value type and reference type. Why I'm telling the value type and reference type means the garbage collector is a garbage collector is used to check this is one library. Okay, GC is one work. It is attached protocol. It will run implicitly inside the CLR. What it does means it will check each and every memory address. If it found any of the objects that has no longer reference, that is it has no longer reference, that corresponding object memory will be reclaimed from the garbage collected. Okay, if any of the object that has no longer access, that object memory will be reclaimed from the garbage collector and keep it for future allocation. This is the work of GC. This work will take only in the heap memory, not in stack. Okay. So heap inside the heap we have Gen 0, Gen 1 and Gen 2. It has some protocol based upon frequently used objects, long-lived objects or low level objects each store in different places and it will check each. As a developer, we don't want to do anything. See, we have a library also system.gc. By using .gc.collect, it will collect the garbage collector. But if you doing explicitly means it will actually affect the implicit performance of GC. So it's not fair to do that. The GC will automatically take responsible of collecting the memory of the no referenced object. Okay,
yeah, got it, ma'am.
Ma'am,
understood?
I have one doubt. If the collected memories, if we need it back, it can be retrieved from that.
See, collected memory, it will actually you are not going to do anything about the memory. Okay, if any
Okay.
memory is freed, it will automatically allocate for another class. That's why we
Okay.
are telling it will use for future allocation. Or it will allocate for another object or another object. Okay. So actually, as a developer, we are not going to do anything about GC. Okay, if it is infinite loop also, it will implicitly take place everything. It will implicitly take care of everything. That is called GC. If you also do in explicit, we have option for that to do explicitly. But if you do, it will actually affect the internal performance of the GC. Understood?
Ma'am, here I have another question. So, the developer has that facility to uh, call the GC. Means, can we allocate the memory, or only we can call the GC to allocate or deallocate? So,
See,
can we do that?
allocation. See, you are experienced, right? What is allocation of objects? Where it will come?
So, whenever there is a mm, allocation,
Allocation of you are telling allocation of memory for the object where it will take place the allocation will take place in
when
a
we assign the
program.
value, when we ask, no, when we call the values.
No, Navinesh, your answer?
No, ma'am, I'm not sure about it.
See, allocation of memory will take place in the object creation.
Mm-hmm.
How the object will be created for the class?
When we what's it? When we create the blue copy, what to say that I forgot. Uh, Class and object. When we for a class, when we create an object, by the time it creates a memory. Yeah,
Yeah,
student.
that's what I am telling you.
Yeah,
See, if you told when assigning the value, not assigning. See, this is one class.
yeah.
You what is class? What is object?
So when we create an object for the student, that time it creates an memory allocation.
That's okay. What is class? What is object?
Or class is a it's defining a type, and object is uh, taking a copy or taking a copy of this object, taking a copy mm, of this type class. So we can create n number of objects from one class.
Okay, what class is hold? Class hold.
What
Objects.
class?
What class holds? What are the things the class will hold?
Class can have variables and functions. Mm,
Yeah. See, class is a blueprint, right?
yes.
Class is a
Yeah.
generic. Once you
Yes.
once you create a class contains the data members and data functions. We can tell it's a
Functions.
data and behavior. We will provide methods. We can tell the term like methods or functions or behavior. For
Mm-hmm.
data, that is variables or properties are data. These terms are same. Okay. So the class can contain a data members. Members means the variables. Data functions. Functions means methods or behavior. Okay. So for example, this class, my student class, I am creating the data members string name. Okay, I am creating the data functions called display info. Okay. So this is I have created one variable and one method. So now I have created the class. Now my memory is allocated for this class.
No.
Why?
When we create an object, it will
Okay.
create the memory.
Yes. Actually, for this name variable for this display info, we are not able to access and the memory is not allocated. This is unvaluable until we created the object. Where do we create the object?
Inside the
Yes.
class.
What is this inside the
Class.
Inside the main
uh,
function. So when we
what is the starting execution for if you write n number of classes, n number of methods, which is a starting execution point of the program, starting
from the
point of the
main.
program is main method, right? So inside the main method only we can create the object. So this while we execute, if you compile and run your program, the starting point where your program will run is inside the main method, right? 1 minute, another person, Dhanlakshmi. Dhanlakshmi, are you there?
I have throat pain, so not able to speak. I'm just listening.
Okay, okay, okay. You are my .NET framework student.
Yes, yes, I'm not that. I was going to update core advanced, ma'am, so I joined this.
A morning batch .NET framework student, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. You don't speak. Okay. Okay. Then next.
No, thank you.
Okay, guys. See, here what I told, object. Okay. So inside the main method only, the object we can create. Okay. Inside the main method is the starting execution point of the program. Okay. So inside the main method, if you create what the keyword of that is you want syntax to create creation of object. Tell me.
Sorry, ma'am, I could not follow you.
Come again.
Can you repeat again, please?
Object creation syntax. I want to create the object for student.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me?
Yes. Student, uh, say STD equivalent to new student of,
Okay.
and by,
So STUD dot name if I put and my name is Samantha. Okay. So STUD dot display info. This is what we'll do in one console application, right?
mhm,
So in this line, okay, new keyword. Here only we are creating the object. Right. Creation of object take place here only, right? So what
mhm,
is here? Another one thing is this is a new is a creation of object. While creating the object only, memory will allocate for the class.
mhm.
Okay. So the memory allocation is done here only by constructor calling. Okay. Here which is constructor.
So STUD, it's an object constructor is it's doesn't uh, need to create an object. So when the main method is called, when the class method is called,
What is constructor? Navini?
Uh, constructor is a method that helps to call automatically so the object is created.
Yes,
no.
100% right. So this, while creating the object, the constructor will call automatically, implicitly by CLR. What is constructor means? Here, after new keyword, we have the class name like a method. No, this is constructor. The class name like a method we call as a default constructor. We are not passing. See, in constructor we have four types. That is all basic. Okay. So this constructor calling. No, this is the constructor calling. In this constructor calling, two things will happen. One is memory will allocate for our class. Another thing is that for our variables, the value it will assign the default value. For example, my string name. I didn't initialize any value for this variable, right? So it will set default value. For string, it is empty. Okay. So the constructor, what constructor will do? It will allocate memory for that class and it will allocate the default value for that variable. Okay. So we call the construct the object is created and constructor is called. Then we assign the value and we call the method display info. Okay. This is for one small console application. Okay. So you asked about GC, no. So so you told it will allocate. Who will allocate? The allocation is done in this object creation only. The GC will not do. Okay, see it will done in the garbage collector only in the inside the heap memory of CLR. But actually GC will check only the object that is no longer used. But inside the GAC it will allocate also by using this constructor calling. Okay. So while creating the object, the constructor will call, the constructor will allocate the memory for this variable name and display info for that. It will not use the student class, it will use the object STUD. Okay. We can access the data members and methods by using only object, not by using the class name.
Okay.
Understood? So this is all framework. That's why I'm going freely. This is not core architecture. I'm explaining the framework architecture. Hope Dhanlakshmi knows before this, right? Any doubts on this? See, garbage collector, you know, JIT, no, JIT is a compiler that is inside the CLR. CLS and CDS, common type system and common language specification. These two things for actually see the .NET supports multiple languages, right? So common type system means each and every languages the syntax will be different, but all the languages compiled into one compilation unit. So what the CTS will do, even if it is coming from VB or C sharp or F sharp, it will convert each and every data type into a common data type and then compile the program. That is the work of CTS. Okay, CLS common language specification means one main advantage of .NET is interoperability. That is, one language code can be used in another language. So, but both must be .NET supporting language. That is, if I written library in C sharp, that library I can use in VB.NET. Okay, this can happen only by using CLS, common language specification. Okay, so common language specification, common type system, JIT, garbage collector, FCL, 500 plus styles. Any doubts on framework? Shall I move on to the course? See, to analyze you, only I asked some of the questions about the class because this is all basic. In basic, we have basic .NET also. In that, we will cover architecture, compilation, what is assembly. You know what is assembly?
Sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat again?
What is assembly? See, I don't know. Malavi, you have any idea what is assembly?
Sorry, can you come again?
What is assembly?
Say assembly is like all the libraries were written. Uh, Ga- where the assembly, all the libraries has written means libraries, everything is resides. That's what I assembly, I guess. Sure.
See, in compilation process, while we first, if you return the program in .NET, you will first compile and run. No, first level of
Yeah.
compilation, where our code is converted into intermediate language. That intermediate
Mm-hmm.
language will be available in bin debug. If you see
Mm-hmm.
your file explorer of your written Visual Studio, inside the bin debug, we have one exe or DLL file. .exe or
Yeah.
.dll. That is
Yeah.
Microsoft Intermediate Language file. That file we called as an assembly.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Here we
Mm-hmm.
have two types of assembly. One is exe or DLL. Exe means executable file. That is, it is directly execute because it has main method. DLL is dynamic link library. It will not execute
Mm-hmm.
alone. It has to be uh, added with it has to be referred with other executable file and it will run. DLL means it has only library. It has only classes and methods and objects. Okay, that classes and methods we incorporate into another executable file and we will use that. Okay, assembly will have only these two extensions. Okay, the assembly contains manifest that is metadata information also. That is about see it is one file. Okay, intermediate language is one file that will be in the form of binary and hexadecimal. That is not in a readable format. Okay, That file contains information about the source code, dependencies, any external libraries are used. Everything will be in the metadata information, and it contains the binary format data, okay, with hexadecimal. This IL only after compile and give the output in the OS. Okay, so this is called compilation process of .NET framework. I'm telling about the .NET framework. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Any doubts up to this?
No,
I'm
ma'am.
good.
So shall I move on to .NET Core?
Yeah, please.
Okay, we'll have 5 minutes break. I will take water and come up. Okay, so take 5 minutes break. Then I will come back and I will teach you .NET framework. Core. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay, ma'am.
Hi guys. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just give me a second. I lost my
Yeah.
head. Okay. One second.
See everyone ready? Raise your hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Malaji and Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have explained core framework. Now what is disadvantage in .NET framework? Why you choose core?
A platform independent.
Yes. See the .NET actually framework. Okay. So the .NET framework is run only on Windows. Right. See the traditional .NET framework was released on 2002. Okay, but that is only Windows only, and actually it is big installation also. So if you're running a program with some of the library, but it will install all the libraries, right? So actually, the main disadvantage of .NET framework is it will not support microservices, and it will not a cross-platform cloud. Okay, and the Docker it is uh, unable to or Microsoft created the code. Okay, so the dolphin you guide for reasonably. See the .NET only so we are how to modularize this. And actually it is actually it will not allow microservices. We cannot create in microservices.
Ma'am, in between your voice got disturbed, ma'am.
Now am I audible?
Yeah, now, but not before. Like quite 5, 6 seconds was not audible.
Actually the cross main for Microsoft to develop code is cross-platform development. See, okay, we not in some having Linux, some having application that are routing .NET Core. After .NET 4.8.2, the framework, the last version is 4.8.2. After the NVT is .NET 5, 6. Okay, then okay, 7, 8. Okay, now we are using 8. Okay, your cross-platform development is the main thing for core. Okay, and another one thing why they need a core means lightweight. Okay, see if you compare with the framework and core is lightweight and modular. See, if source code and take that.
Ma'am, still your voice is breaking.
Understood. These 2 points. What?
Ma'am, your voice is continuously breaking.
Right, I will change the network.
Yeah. Okay.
Now my voice is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone,
Yes, ma'am.
and the .NET Core supports microservices also. Okay, can you know what is microservices, guys? What is
I don't even know
microservices?
the web services. Yes, some of the uh, um, functionality we will be written and hosted, and anybody can access it. But I don't know microservices.
See, actually, it is also one of the software application on it. So, how we are going
Mm-hmm.
to design our large application to small pieces, independent services that we call as the microservices. Okay. See, for example, in our online application, okay, we have many services like payment services, customer services, user services. So, are we actually writing all those in one single application? We are separating each and everything as a separate program, and where each and every program independently run on own, or they can be combined and run. Okay, they can independent can run alone. Okay, because that is loosely coupled. But still we can work to be together but not tightly dependent. Okay, that type of services we call as a microservices. See, we
Yeah.
are cutting each and every big application into one large application into split it into small services where each services will have on it will have their own responsibilities and functionalities and they can run alone. That type of services we call as a microservices. See, Amazon or
Ma'am,
even say that type only.
Just a quick question, ma'am. So, say suppose the weather report. So, when we access the service for the weather for in our application, just a part of an application, just to show the weather. It's a services. It's a service.
No,
How do we?
that is web service. That is
Mhm.
different.
Okay,
That is
I
API.
got it. Okay. So it's access
This is not
HTTPS
not
or
that services.
HTTP.
This that is web API that we are going to communicate with another URL.
Okay.
Here, our application itself, we are separating into small services,
Okay.
and we are combining into one large. We are combining all the services and running in one large application. It's called microservices.
So can it be an assembly? As you said, DLL can be
Yeah, you
imported.
have separate DLL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See, we are telling library, here they are telling services. Okay, this
Yes.
service is a way of where a large application is broken into small independent services.
Okay.
Okay, but each service has some responsibilities, but they can run on its own. They can give output also. Library will not give output. Okay,
Okay.
library has to use somewhere. See,
Mm-hmm.
this each and every services will have our own database, our own communication. Okay, but they can loosely couple or they can combine and also use.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ma'am.
That is we call as a microservice. This type of microservices will allow only by core, not in framework.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, all of you understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So the .NET Core will is a cross platform and framework is only Windows only. Okay, and actually the .NET framework is open source. .NET framework is open source. I'm asking you guys.
Oh,
Framework
yes,
and
ma'am.
core
Yes.
on GitHub. Yes, right. Both is open source only. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, here we will tell we have ASP.NET in framework. In core, we'll tell ASP.NET Core. Okay, and here we have ASP.NET and Windows. No. I'm telling how we will microservices also supported. Okay, but performance-wise, you say the .NET Core is I. Okay, first thing why it's a performance-wise I means it's a lightweight. Okay, but in
Mm-hmm.
framework it's not. It's slower. Okay, because all the libraries will inbuild and accommodate into one solution, then it will run. So the memory of the project will be higher, so the performance becomes slower. Okay, it's a heavy fixed, but it's a but if you take core is modular because of NuGet package. You all know NuGet package, right?
Sorry, ma'am.
NuGet package, you know
New get. Yes, ma'am.
what is NuGet package?
But I don't know, but I have used it. So something we used to download and say XUnit or something, XNet. Yes. But I for testing, I guess, testing there is a package is something need to add.
See, it is like a library only. Okay, in
Okay.
the core, they are providing this is a one ready-made reusable component. Okay, so this will be inside our Visual Studio Tools NuGet package controller. Okay, so official package manager for .NET. This is one of the package manager. This NuGet package is actually instead of writing the code from the scratch, we are going to use the libraries. So what are the libraries we need? That library only we are going to install by using the NuGet package. Not all the library will be included in our solution. That's why we are telling the core is modular by using NuGet package. Okay. If you are, what are the libraries you needed? You are going to add that libraries by using this package manage controller. So this gives you a pre-built library. Okay, you can directly use that library in your application and you can write the application. So inside the NuGet package, what will be available? All the libraries I showed know that 561 libraries. Everything will be available in that package only, not in our programming solution. Okay, whenever we need anything, we are going to add by using that NuGet package. Okay, so that is a pre-compiled DLL file which is called as a C# library. Precompiled.dll file. Okay, I told no assemblies.
Oh, yes, ma'am. So assembly doesn't include in our package. So whenever we need,
until
we can go and
yeah. Understood.
oh, yes, ma'am.
So actually, why we need means it saves time and it is easy to update also, and it is open source and we can reuse the same package again and again. Okay.
Ma'am, just a quick, it's a understanding question. It's not about in React and all. We used to have all the libraries. If we need any kind of a DLL, we used to just install CLI something. We used to put it, so it will automatically gets downloaded the libraries. So likewise, do we have anything here? So that's what the Nugget is pack that Nugget back packages is doing here.
See, you are going to use the Nugget package in a Visual Studio, right? IDE.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have two options: browse or already installed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
In React, actually, I don't know in React how you will install all the libraries, but in
Mm-hmm.
here in Nugget package, actually you have browse all already installed. Browse means it will browse from our packages and get that library. You have to install in our solution.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Understood. So if
Mm-hmm.
if you browse and take only, you will get from the our packages library and install. But I don't know about your question. What your question in React?
Oh, in React, if we need some libraries, say suppose one particular library, we just install it from the website. Just install and the name of the library, it gets installed. The library will be in your
That will
React.
install from the by using browser only, right?
Not browser, ma'am, from the CLR, from the terminal.
Okay, it will already installed in our terminal. From there, it will take from you, right?
I guess from the React packages or somewhere. Yes,
It will already installed in your React package, right?
I guess so, ma'am. Yes.
Like that. But here, see, actually, once you the .NET Core is open source. Once you install .NET Core and Visual Studio IDE in your application, all the libraries will be included in your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that library you have to include in your program by
Mm-hmm.
using .NET Core. That time you will use the Nugget package. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
already all the packages is available in our computer. We are going to install in our we are going to install that package in our solution.
Okay.
Okay, any
Okay, ma'am.
questions?
This part, the nugget part, I will just have a quick view and then I will come back, ma'am, if any questions, if I have.
Okay, so it is
Mhm.
like an application store for .NET library.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so we can,
this question
yeah,
is already we have installed our .NET packages. Already all our DLLs, assemblies, everything will be
yes,
there in there.
yes,
So
yes.
what is the point of having nugget on top of this
See,
uh, just to
you
manage?
have you have installed all the packages in your computer,
Mm-hmm.
not in your solution. Solution means your
Okay.
program. Now, if you are writing online library management system, on that
Okay.
time, if you want system library, how you will use?
System,
If you want
yes, we
entity
have to
frame,
include in our solution. Yes.
so if you want to use the database connectivity like SQL Server using entity framework, you have to install a EF core, right? How you will
Yeah.
install EF core? By using the Nugget package only. That time,
Mm-hmm.
where it will take means it will take from your library. Okay, that is you install in. I showed no C colon Windows.net.
Mm-hmm.
From there, it
Mm-hmm.
will install into your solution.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other question?
I'm good for now.
Okay. Others? Okay. Let me go with compilation process. See, you know the .NET Framework compilation process, right? So where human readable, that is high level language is converted into machine language is the compilation process. Okay. But in .NET Core compilation process, we have same thing. Here also two types only. Okay. First, actually, we will write a C# code, right? This is just text, not executable code. This when you run your high level language, that is C# language. First level of compilation. This one. Okay. This is in framework. What I told, C# compiler will convert, right? Here, Roslyn compiler compile your C# code to intermediate language. Understood?
Okay, ma'am.
Why Roslyn compiler means this is actually the Microsoft developed compiler for .NET Core, because this once you compiler compile into this, it will support in all operating systems. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it actually IL is a CPU independent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so output will be in the form of here, as like I told in assembly. This is also assembly, right? So output will be in the form of DLL or exe file.
EXE.
Okay, this is first
Mm-hmm.
level of compilation. In second level, our IL. Okay, IL, that is in the Microsoft Intermediate Language. Okay, see, this is .NET build. While you building, when you run, this is by compilation process. The first level of compilation. This is building. Okay, first level of compilation. We are building the .NET. Okay, so the .NET build. In second level of compilation is .NET run. We have, okay, while running the application, this intermediate languages is converted into machine language. Okay, there what I told in framework, the CLR will do inside JIT compiler. Here in core we have core CLR. Okay, the core CLR, there I told JIT, garbage collector exception, same thing here also we having JIT, core CLR, JIT, okay, JIT compiler, then GC, exception handling, type safety, same thing what we learned in framework, everything will be here also. But we will combine with code. Okay, so this intermediate language, the .NET build first .NET build is in a Rosalind compiler compiles the C# to intermediate language. That intermediate language, that is the .NET run, the DLL file is loaded into the CLR. Okay, now the .NET Core runtime, that is the core CLR, converts this IL into the native code. Okay, native machine code. This native code is CPU specific actually. This is x86 or x64 or whatever. Okay, but this is done by the JIT compiler. So the native code is executed, then it will get the output. Understood? The compilation you understood? what is core CLR? Core CLR for core common language runtime. Okay, this is the execution engine of .NET Core. This is actually the in framework we're telling CLR. No, in core they rescheduled. Actually, they have redeveloped the CLR from the scratch and given the core CLR for .NET Core. Okay, actually it will load the intermediate language from the DLL file or exe file, and it converts that intermediate language into here only the garbage collector will take place, and the security, exception handling, type safety, everything will take place here inside this. Okay, the .NET Core application will run on console, web as framework. It also run on everything. Okay, understood, guys? So here, same like .NET framework where we have JIT compiler. Okay, so the core JIT will be compiled IL into native machine code during execution. Okay, suppose here we are first level of compilation we are using Roslyn only. In second level we are using JIT. Understood?
This just in time where we had before even for the .NET, right?
Same thing only, but this
Okay.
is core CLR, we have JIT, but it will run on all native machine codes.
Okay.
It have method by method. Okay, this JIT will have method by method. That is, it compiles the required method to run on which operating system. That inbuilt they return in the core CLR. If it is Linux means it will convert into Linux machine code. If it is Windows means it will convert into Windows machine code. If it is Mac OS, it is convert by Mac OS machine code. So that's why I told it's a method by method happens. Okay, JIT compiler converts the IL to native machine code by method. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
understood? Other things are same only.
I'm just quick for understanding purpose. I'm repeating whatever I understood.
Yeah,
So
sure.
so for this, as soon as we build our program, we will get the core CLR, will run the application, and will build the DLL. It
No. Once you run, build the application, first our application is converted into intermediate language. Up to intermediate language, we are not going to the core CLR. The first
Okay.
level of compilation is done outside only. If it is core, it is done by roasting compiler. If it is
Oh, okay.
framework, it will convert by corresponding C# compiler.
Okay, ma'am. So roasting compiler, then it comes to IL, and from the
Then only
IL,
that intermediate language only come inside the CLR.
that intermediate okay. So that is core CLR.
Yes,
Then the
because we are
core
learning more.
CLR.
Yeah.
So that core CLR, it's taking care of the exception handling types, types
Yes,
whatever you
yes,
have, type system GC.
yeah,
And from IL to native, it's done by just-in-time compiler.
yes,
So which
yes,
accepts a method by method based on the platform, Windows or Linux or whatever.
yes,
Am I right in saying?
yes.
Okay.
Understood, everyone. I'm not getting voice from Navinesh and Dhanlashmi. Okay, Dhanlashmi has wrote. Others understood, guys.
Yes, ma'am. I need to check on it for this class once
Okay.
again. Pressure.
Core CLR is the engine of a car. Okay, but JIT is the gear system that translates your accelerator into actual movement. So your main engine is core CLR. What type of conversion or how to translate your movement is done by the JIT compiler.
Okay. Ma'am, if I'm right, just in time is for the platform dependent. It's talks about only the platform and the high level means the machine level, and this Roslyn or Core CLR, it's manages the programs ability like garbage collections and exception handling. What else that assembly level things.
Okay. See, I can't get you, but I will tell again once. See, while writing application in high level language, the .NET frame core. Yeah, I'm telling only core, not framework. Okay, .NET core. Build our program. While building our program, the first level compiler it will use is Roslyn compiler. By using Roslyn compiler, it converts our high level language into intermediate language. That intermediate language we call as an assembly. That will be with the extension of .exe or .dll. This intermediate language, then this IL only will go to the core CLR. Now only core CLR will come. Inside the core CLR, we call core JIT. Okay, core CLR is responsible not only for compilation, it does many work like garbage collector, thread management, type safety, security check. Okay, everything will take place inside that core JIT. Okay, core CLR. Inside the core CLR, we have JIT. I told you JIT. That we call as a core JIT. Core JIT we also call as a RYU JIT. Okay, is the just-in-time compiler used by core CLR in .NET Core. Okay, so what this code JIT will do? This IL code, we have no the roasting compiler converts and gives the intermediate language. So that IL code is compiled into native machine code. Okay, at runtime, it will happen at runtime. Runtime means just before the code is executed in the operating system. Okay, this process we call as a JIT compilation. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
RYU JIT is a part of Core CLR runtime engine. Okay, this JIT is
Okay.
for Core CLR. When you run your .NET Core application, the C# core source code is compiled into IL. No,
Mm-hmm.
after IL, it will go to the Core CLR. Will load that IL. That once the IL is loaded, it will go to the RYU JIT. That
Mm-hmm.
RYU JIT compiles the intermediate language into native code. The native code runs on your operating system.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ma'am.
Shall I run? See, this is my code, C# code, .cs, like that you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this C# code, I'm telling about code. Okay, this C# code is converted into IL, that is our application DLL.
Mm. Okay.
This we called as IL code. Okay,
Okay.
after this only, once it's converted into DLL, it will go to the core CLR.
Okay.
This IL will go to the core CLR. Okay,
Okay.
inside this core CLR, we have core JIT. Core JIT we call as an RYU JIT.
Okay.
RYU JIT. This RYU JIT only compiles this IL to native code. Okay,
Okay.
this native code, then this native code, native machine code will store in our RAM operating system,
Mm-hmm.
our system operating system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then the execution will happen, or execute on OCPOS, then we'll give the output. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Yeah, yes. For me, yes.
Everyone? Naveen?
Yes, ma'am.
My way of teaching is okay for you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm good.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
actually,
Uh,
my teaching will be with theoretical and demo. While coming to the coding time, the coding, okay? I will take first theory in notepad, then I'll go with one demo. Okay. So here actually I don't need a demo because it's all theoretical part. See, Code CLR is the main runtime engine in .NET. .NET 5 plus itself a core. It is out of the .NET execution engine. Okay. So here actually the .NET Core CLR only do all types of memory management, threat management, type safety, exceptional handling, security, interoperability. So everything happens inside the core CLR. That's why we are telling it's a main execution engine. Okay. Like our core CLR is like a computer in a CPU in our computer. Okay. So it will read the instruction, it will translate into action, it clean up the memory, and it will handle the task also, threads, and it will throw errors. So everything will happen inside the core CLR. Okay, this is open source, free of cost, we can easily deploy. Shall I create one small console application of .NET Core?
Yes, ma'am.
Able to see my screen, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have, you all have Visual Studio 2022, guys.
We have not done. I have not done it, ma'am. I will.
Who not have?
I have not done that.
You don't have Visual Studio 2022?
2022. No, ma'am. I have to.
I will give, if you want, I will give the link. Click on the link, install the community version. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So first, I open the Visual Studio and I go to create a new project. In create a new project, in search box, type console. See, in Visual Studio, we have both framework and core. Okay. But while clicking on console, you will get C Sharp, Linux, Mac OS, Windows console. You have to click this. This is for core. Okay, for framework, they have given a project for creating a command line object. Okay, so in the console, go to select console app. Next, okay, so I create one folder for you guys. First demo. Okay, I'm getting on 6. Can react screen.
Ma'am, what is the latest version of it, ma'am? So currently, where we are in?
8 is there. 8 is .NET Core latest version is 8 only. I think so. I use 6 and 8.
Okay.
But they have 9. Actually, they come to 10 also. But 8 is the released version, most prominent used version now currently. Long term
Okay, ma'am.
support. Okay. In 2024, they introduced the .NET 9, but is currently active, but it is not supported until. But long term support only for .NET 8.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So see here, right? Without main methods, we have only console or web application. What is this, guys? See, if I run, it will print hello world. How it's happening? Just one line of code, right?
So it's an it's
See, actually C sharp 9 plus
level statement. Okay, 1 minute. Am I audible?
yes, ma'am.
See, this we call as a top level statement. Okay, the top level statement runs by taking first line as a main method line. Okay, so if you this is not a classic style. If you how you will write in classic style this one. First start with namespace. System is a namespace for console, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using system namespace. My namespace is actually the solution name. First demo. Then class program inside the main method. Like this is a classic way of writing the program. Okay, inside this only I can put console.writeLine. Right.
Yes.
So it now after C sharp 9, okay, they have given top level statement. Okay, that is without main method we can run our program. Okay, so actually starting from C sharp 9.0, but it is supported in .NET 5 itself. Okay, the top level statement, the framework .NET 5 itself will support, but language C sharp 9.0. So what it means top level statement means no need of class or main method. Your code starts executing from the top of the file. But this is not useful for large programs, small programs or demos or scripts, it will be useful. So what, see, here this one, it's wrapped into the main method. The compiler will do that. Okay, without this, we are writing this one. No, this is wrapped into the main method, but it will automatically do by compiler after okay. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, what it will do, it will start executing from the top of the file.
Okay.
But you can't do this top level statement for a larger application like you have many classes, methods like that. For small
Mm-hmm.
applications or small scripts, for examples, you can use it.
Okay.
If you have multiple file also, you can't go with the top level statements.
Okay, ma'am. But is this advisable to have this in our program or
If for demo, you can use this.
okay?
If you are practicing, you can use this. See, you cannot
Okay.
have multiple top level statement files in one project.
Yes. If we have one project, yes. Now one solution project, yes, we can, but not for the many. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we cannot have multiple top level statement files.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you cannot mix with top level and the traditional style also. Understood? So this is classical. Now, if I want to show you, see console.writeLine now, enter your name. And print name equal to console.readline. Then console.readline now. Instead of hello world, I'm giving hello aim. Okay, this is one valid program using top level statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any doubts on top level statement?
No, ma'am. If it starts with any function, so how it
You
would
can't
be?
do that. You can't do
Yes.
with the.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, if you want to show just in main method some of the things, you can do with. This is for small programs or demos only we can do this.
Okay.
Okay, so shall I run and show this? Any doubts on this console application? Shall I run? The running is the green line. Okay, first in the debugger. Enter your name. Hello, Tamil. Okay, I got the output. So our first .NET Core console application is run, right? Can you see the program structure? What is the structure of this? Program.cs. Okay, then one dependencies and one solution name. Understood, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
So the program.cs is our entry point, your main C# code. Okay, the CS project file, our project file is first demo. If you go with the Explorer here, go with our one folder in File Explorer. See in bin debug, I will have .NET 6.0. It's a DLL file. See, this is exe, executable file. They are main method. No. If you run, you can directly run this. Okay. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
In process they use only will differ. Okay. In framework, actually in architecture, we have FCL in framework. In core, we have BCL. Okay, FCL is framework class library. BCL is base class library. Okay, actually library is what?
Group of files stored in one
What?
place.
Yeah.
The group of files stored in one class.
Okay. Okay, then where is FCL is located on in .NET framework?
CLS ma'am.
Actually, common language runtime will communicate with the SQL and get the library. Okay. See, the library, actually the Microsoft providing all the libraries to make our application to write more ease, right? we are going to use the classes and methods easily to write our application. We don't want to write all the code from the scratch. Okay. So in .NET framework, we have FCL where it is like a toolbox where we have all pre-built code. In .NET Core, we have BCL, that is base class library. Okay. This is similar to FCL. This is also a pre-built code, but this will work under the .NET Core compilation process. Okay, so this is ready-made classes and methods. Okay, all for some of the logic they have written already. That ready-made classes and methods we are going to just use in our application, and we are going to execute our program. Understood? So the .NET Core runtime, how it will mean that actually the .NET Core here we have in framework we have CLR. Here we have Core CLR. Okay, so the core CLR is the responsible for that intermediate language is converted into a machine language. So this core CLR we call as a common language runtime for .NET Core. Okay, it contains actually it just will perform many tasks. In .NET Framework, the CLR performing a garbage collection, framework class library, CTS, CLS, security, type safety. There is many inbuilt action is performing inside the core CLR, right? Similar to in core CLR, here also it managing the memory. Okay, and it runs the intermediate language. And garbage collection. Okay. So it also contains the core effects, that is BCL. Okay, core effects is base level. Okay, here we will use roasting compiler actually. Okay, in framework we'll use corresponding language compiler, and actually that converts our C# code into intermediate language code. No, here in .NET Core we have roasting compiler. In first level of compilation. In .NET, two level of compilation will happen. In first level of compilation, the compilation is done by roasting compiler.
Like MSIL, ma'am?
Yes, MSIL is intermediate language. No, that intermediate language is coming from high level language, right? So that conversion here in .NET Core it converts your C# code to intermediate language. In framework, it will done by corresponding language framework, corresponding language compiler. Here it is done by roasting compiler. Okay.
Roasting compiler.
And yeah. See, you are writing the application. Now, when you press the F5 button, okay, first in F5, if you press it, what will happen? There in Visual Studio, the roasting compiler converts our C# code into the intermediate language. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have actually in .NET Core, we have common language interface. Okay. That is command line interface. This command line interface, the CLI tools is not available in framework. They in a Microsoft only given this tool for .NET Core. Okay. What is a CLI means? It's a .NET command. Okay, .NET command to create the object, create project by using the command called .NET new. Then next we have build. This is .NET build. Next we have run. This is .NET run. Then we have publish. Okay, this is .NET publish. See, if you open the command line interface, that is, if you open the terminal, if you type .NET new MVC to create an MVC project. So this command line interface is CLI tools is only present in the .NET Core. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, see, if you see the architecture, actually, with the .NET Core is cross-platform support. Okay. So, cross-platform support means it will run on all the OS. Okay. So, we have Windows, for example, .NET code can run on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Okay. Actually, here we have JIT no. Okay, we are actually this JIT only convert the intermediate language into machine code. That is just-in-time compiler. So this is used platform specific just-in-time compilation. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you want more example about CLI, right?
Yes, ma'am. The real time anything can show.
CLI, I will give a demo also. See, the .NET CLI, as I told, is the cross-platform command line tool chain. See, we will write a code in Visual Studio means we will run by using the symbols. Okay, here we'll work on terminal, that is command prompt. Okay, so the CLI is the .NET CLI is like .NET Core is a classroom for freshers. Okay, because if you go to step by step and lots of examples, you can just copy paste and quick tips. But each command actually what does you must understood. That's why they have given this command language interface. Okay,
Okay.
so this CLI. Okay, first I will explain in depth of this. Okay, how to install the how to begin with this CLI. Okay, so this actually CLI is a cross-platform command line toolchain. Okay. So why we are using this? This used to create, build, run, test, and publish. Okay. So everything we are going to do by using the command. Okay. So we know which command what it will do. So what it will do, it ships with the .NET SDK. Okay. So once SDK is installed, you will get the .NET command in your terminal. Okay. You have to install the SDK. Okay. So how you will install the .NET SDK? But from the .NET.microsoft.com, choose your OS and verify the installation. Okay.
We can install from net, ma'am, all the .NET Core.
Not all the .NET, only SDK. But we
Okay.
have community version. No, from there you can install.
How to install, ma'am, .NET Core? Visual Studio.
I will give the link to install the Visual Studio.
Sorry, ma'am.
Last time itself, I will give the link.
Okay. Can you please share again?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Just click and install Visual Studio. .NET Core, anything need to be added, it's automatically install all the things.
it will ask a checkbox. What are the things you needed?
Okay.
See, you install Visual Studio itself, .NET Framework Core will actually install, both the things will install. The latest
Okay.
version up to 9 plus, it will be there.
Okay.
So actually, if you want to work on CLI, we have to install the SDK. Okay, .NET SDK has to be installed. Then only you will get the .NET commands. You can work on, you can work on .NET commands. Okay, in your terminal. So if before you begin to work on commands, you have to install the SDK from the .NET Microsoft.com. Okay. Go to .microsoft.com, then choose your OS, then verify the installation. Okay. Understood.
Okay.
If you in your command prompt, if you click this command .NET for hyphen info or version, so it will show the installed SDK. So I will give some of the command prompts. Okay, the core command on the commands. Maladi, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So the command flow is create to restore any doubts you solve it. Then run, then we will publish. So this is the core command. So first create the application, then we'll restore and build, run, test, and publish. Okay, in create a project. Okay, so we'll have console web, MVC, web API, class libraries, etc. For example, the create the .NET. If I want to create one new console app, new console-n allow app. Okay, this is to create a console project. Okay, for if you want to create a MVC project, okay, so ASP.NET Core MVC app means you can have .NET new MVC app, my MVC app.
Instead of application, we can use go with the command. Correct, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Then if you click to scaffold the project, if you click on CD Hello app, you will get that. Okay. Or CD my MVC app. Okay. This template is the fastest way to scaffold your working project. So if you want to restore, actually if your project reference like a NuGet package, you'll add some of the packages into your application. No, in the CS project. So if you want to restore that, you can use .NET Restore. Understood? So we have restored the dependencies. Also, will use the command like .NET Restore. Okay, so if your project reference NuGet package in the CS project, the .NET Restore will download them. Okay, so that time you can use this command. So many commands like .NET Build, .NET Run, .NET Publish automatically perform restore if needed. So you rarely need to call it manually. Okay,
Sorry, I cannot get. Why we need to restore?
if you want to uh, dependency injection. See, if you want to add some of the libraries, external libraries, okay, that time you will use this .NET Restore.
Like repression.
No, no. If you want to add some of the libraries, see, from a system is one library, right? When you create a .NET Core project, you often use external code, right? From a base class library, system.collections, system.sql. So this is all built-in libraries, right? How you will add in our framework just by using keyword. But in core, we'll use the third
System
party.
body. Hmm.
The system is a library, right? Like that. But you can't directly, if you want any external files like entity framework, Newton.js, that is third party or Microsoft library, you have to include in your application. We have to use NuGet package. Okay, so
Okay.
if your project does not store this package inside it, instead it stores only reference to them, then you can use package reference. No. So if I need a Newtonsoft.js on version 13.0 means that is restoring dependencies. So if you're downloading these packages from nuget.org and putting them in your local package, so your project can compile. Right. So when you run the .NET restore, it will restore the package from the NuGet.
Okay.
See, if you go to .NET Build, Run, Publish, you don't want to restore manually. It will automatically. Okay, when you are building the application, running or publishing the application from the command line itself, you don't want to restore. So most of the time, you don't want to do manually. Okay. So actually, if you want, you can do.
Okay.
See, suppose my package is in my package reference, I have Newtonsoft.js on version 13.0. But I need that version. Okay. So if in restoring the dependency means downloading these packages. Okay,
Okay.
this download will happen by command line prompt. See how we will add in our .NET Core by going to package manager console of NuGet. We'll browse that library and we'll install. No. In command line, you can give .NET restore.
Okay.
Any doubt?
Ma'am, is this like a .NET restore? It's followed by the dependency name. So something like that,
Yes,
say entity.
yes.
Okay.
See, actually, .NET Restore is no need dependency. Restoring packages from your application itself.
Okay, ma'am.
If you are using in see if you already created your application. If you are used means you can add .NET add package Newtonsoft.js on. Okay.
Okay.
So if you read if you add it like this dot, see if I want this package, one package in command line I'm explaining. Okay, .NET add package Newton .js on. So I added. Okay, I want to add this package. Okay, if I created this line, this update from the .cs project file. How it will update in a CS project of your application will have item group tab with package reference. The package reference is include JSON. Okay. Then item group. In your CS project, if you add the above package, you will get like this. The tag you will get like this.
Okay, ma'am. So this will be in which file? Will be in the config or so whatever the what would be the file
It
name?
will be in the application. Application. If you are creating my first MVC,
Okay.
okay, the solution will be there inside. After solution, your project
Okay.
will be there. Now, if you click on that project, you will get the CS project file.
Okay. CS project file. Okay.
Dot
So
dot CS project.
okay. Okay, ma'am.
See, actually, you asked restore. No, if I added a .NET add package newtonsoft.js on, actually it will add it to my application. I don't want to restore. Okay, if before running or building, if you use the .NET restore, it doesn't take a package name like a newtonsoft.js on. It will work. It will check all the packages inside your .cs project file. Okay, if any of the libraries missing in your application, that library only will be restored by using this command .NET restore. See, you ask, no, I want to give the package name. You should not give the package name in .NET restore. This is the command for restoring. What will happen here? .NET restore means what will happen means actually it will check the CS project. I told no .cs, that file. The package is included there only, right? If any of the packages is not included, means that package will restore by using this command.
Okay, ma'am.
Able to understand.
So this .NET Restore is only for the packages which were all included in the CS project.
Yes. This command downloads all the NuGet package that your project needs based
Okay.
on what it listed in your .cs project file.
Okay.
See, we created the application, we included the packages. Okay. So if you click on your project name, you will get .cs project file. In that, I have mentioned here no item group, project, package reference. In package reference, you will have list of packages. What are the packages you have installed in your application? Okay, if you're on that time, if you are running the command .NET restore, what this command will do means this command downloads all the NuGet packages that your project needs based on what you listed in the .cs project file. If it is already available, it will just avoid and skip it. Okay, it will go to next project. If it is available or not with the version number is, so it will restore your packages. Okay, so that your application can be built and run. If you are not giving this .NET restore also, you are directly going with the .NET build command also, no problem. The .NET build will perform this restore operation.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Okay, so .NET restore, which file it will read? It will read the CS project file. Okay, the CS project file. Okay, how it will be your CS project? There only all the packages will be there. I have showed here, no? Like this only it will be. What are the packages you have included in your application? Everything will be referred here only. So if I have another reference of package means include Dapper version 2.0.123. Okay. So see, if your application is shopping list, okay, this is your shopping list of package. So by default, it will connect to nuget.org to find this package. If you have custom sources in nuget.config, it will check this too. Okay. So actually, if you any of the packages is not included in your application, this command will restore that package in your application.
Okay, ma'am. It's understood, ma'am.
Okay. So this is one of the command, the .NET restore. Next, you will have the .NET build. Okay. So you have most of the time you don't have to manually run .NET store. Okay, it happens in the background. But if you run in the .NET build, if you want to build, you can use this command .NET run. If you want to run your application, if you want to publish. Understood? So build what will do? It compiles the source into assemblies. That is the intermediate language. It is command only produce the intermediate binaries. Okay, for your project. And this one later, high-level language is converted into IL. No, that one. Then .NET run. Here only this command to build. Okay. See, .NET run depends on project file. Run it from the project folder. Okay. So actually, it will run your project from IL to native code and gives output. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So publish will produce a folder ready for deployment. Okay. So you can publish framework require actually if you can publish by like this .NET publish C release if you want to go with release. Okay. If you give publish O slash sorry O dot slash publish. Understood guys?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is all about CLI tools, what we are going to use in our command line. Okay. See, most of the application don't use, most of the organization don't use command line. They will work directly on Visual Studio only. Okay. See, Windows Visual Studio, Linux Visual Studio. If you are using Linux, that time they can use the command line interfaces.
Okay. Even
Okay.
the same
So,
case with the Mac OS?
yeah.
Okay. Uh,
So actually now you are understood the core architecture, right? First .NET Core runtime, then base class library, then application model, then tools and CLI, then we are hosting the application. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So this file will be shared, right, ma'am? This is the notepad file.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
okay. Okay, ma'am.
First, I will explain the layers of .NET Core architecture. That time I will type this also, then you can able to
Okay.
understand. The layers of .NET Core architecture are first layer is .NET Core runtime. Okay, .NET Core runtime means actually this is the engine that runs your application. Engine means which one? Core CLR. Okay, so here only actually what will happen here? Load and execute the code through Core CLR. Then it will manage the memory. Garbage collector. Then it will handle just-in-time compiler. This will convert IL to machine code. Okay. You all know garbage collector. No, what is the work of garbage collector?
Any unwanted memory.
It's unused objects will be unused objects repository.
Yes. Actually, it will reclaim the memory of unused objects.
Okay.
Okay, actually it will auto implicitly happen. Okay, we as a developer, we are not going to write any code for this. See, inside the CLR, we have heap and stack memory. Only heap memory will perform the garbage collection. Okay, in garbage collection is one of the library. They have a predefined return to GC. GC will automatically check the heap memory. If it found any of the object of that memory is no longer referred, object is no longer referred, that object memory will be freed. Okay, and keep it for future allocation, or it will assign for another object. Okay, this is layer 1. In second layer, we have base class library. Okay, so this base class library is as I told, it's a collection of classes and methods. Okay, like ready-made classes and methods. Already they have written this libraries. I showed on framework, right? We have 516 libraries. Okay, see, it's a big collection of ready-made classes and methods. Or you can say code. Okay, so actually this is used to write, this we will use in our application. Okay, so that will make our, to work on our application, it's very easy. See, next third layer is we have application model. Application model means what type of application, what framework, what type, that is called application model. The application model is like our what to tell, set of frameworks and patterns. Okay. See, this will work on top of VCL. That's why I'm telling this a third layer. Okay. So it actually the application model only defines how you are going to build and run your application, how you are going to structure and build your application, whether it's web application or API or desktop application or something else. See what type of application you are going to work. That will decide in this application model. Application model means whether it is a web application or an API or a console or a desktop application. That type of application only going to decide. No, that is the third layer. Understood?
Ma'am, this base class library is refers to a system references, right? System libraries.
Yes.
Okay.
This is like a
And
toolbox. Not only system, they have many libraries. They are providing more than 600 libraries.
okay, so these refers to the .NET Core, the system level memory libraries.
Yeah. A
Okay.
pre-built memory given by the Microsoft. That is all
Okay.
inside this class
Mhm.
library. See, well, if you are writing on Allo app application, right? In our flow app application, in our main method, I want to print something in our console. Okay, I don't want to write from the scratch. I can give just console.writeLine. This is the code to display some string into the console. Okay, this console, the term, this is our C# code syntax. Where this console is coming from? This is coming from the library system.
Console.
Yeah, system is that. I'm saying system, no, that is library. That is from inside the BCL.
Yeah.
Okay. In third layer, we are finding the what application we are going to write. Okay. So in fourth layer, we have what if you are using tools or CLI, that will come in fourth layer of architecture. We have tools and CLI. Okay. So this the commands and tools you use to build, run and publish. Okay. Understood. Then in fifth layer, we'll run our application. This is hosting. That is where our program will start. Actually, here only our program loads at runtime, find the entry point, and it will control to our application. Okay. So in this layer only it starts our program. Start our program means it loads. It will find the entry point. And it loads the runtime. And it adds control to our application. Okay. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Final layer is our application, what we have rated. This layer only will fit our application. First, runtime code, .NET Core 6 CLR, BCL, after CLR we have BCL communication, then what type of application model, which is the what are the tools and CLI we are going to use, and what is the starting point of our program, then our application. Okay, after hosting and the application, it will save in the operating system and will provide the output. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
See, I told no compose CLR. Okay, that is the main execution point of the .NET code. Okay, so here only the second level of compilation is happening and communication with the BCL. Okay, so after all the things only, it will go to the operating system, saves the memory and gives the output. Okay, this is all the architecture of the .NET Core and the CLI tools we are using in command line interfaces. Any doubt?
ஓடி பிடிச்சு விளையாடுங்க ஒருத்தரும் இப்படி நீயா என்ன பண்ற எதுக்கு நீ அப்படி பண்ற
Understood, guys?
எழுதி தானே இருக்கேன்
எதுவும் வரல அந்த அத்தவே இது
சித்தி என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க அடுத்த வாட்டி கண்டிப்பா பண்ண மாட்டாங்க
Guys?
அடிக்கிறாங்க அடுத்த வாட்டி அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க வாயால சொல்றேன்
See, the core CLR I told you that is a .NET runtime execution engine, right? So there only our application will run, okay, but it will run only managed code. That is, it code compiles IL to the native machine code. Okay, unmanaged code will run directly under the operating system. Okay, so the main high-level responsibility of CLR is actually it will load the assemblies, that is IL and JIT compiler, memory management, interoperability, threading, everything will happen inside the CLR. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
See, in core which JIT we are using RYU JIT. Okay, RYU JIT is a modern JIT. Okay, that is used by only core CLR. So what it will do, it compiles IL into platform specific machine code. See, but our normal JIT will work only on Windows, but RYU JIT compiles the IL. So based upon the platform, it will create the native machine code. Okay. For example, if you are using a Windows 64, means it will work on x64 machine code. If you are doing x86 or ARM, Linux, based upon that, it will provide the native code. Okay, that is the work of RYUJIT.
Is it RYU is for the Roslyn compiler?
No,
Or the,
no,
is
no.
it different?
Roslyn is first level of compilation.
Okay.
RYUJIT is inside the CLR we have JIT compiler. No, that in .NET Core we have RYUJIT. That's why it's working on all the ways.
No, just question, ma'am, just to clear up the parts here.
Yeah, tell me.
So the Roslyn compiler is introduced in .NET Core, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes,
the
correct.
core CLR is for executing the code, and it manages with the what is it? The high level means from IL to machine code. So where the Roslyn compiler will come in place?
Before CLR.
That also
See, if
part of
I'm
the
writing
.NET.
application, yes. No, no, no. See, we have two types of compilation. First level of compilation, we are writing code in C#, no? That will convert it into intermediate language. 1 minute, hold on. I'll get it for 1 minute. Hello? Sorry, guys. Maladi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. See, Maladi, you are, actually, I will explain now. See, I
Okay.
told no, we are writing code, right? Actual .NET supports multiple languages, C#, VB, multiple languages, right?
Yes,
Each
ma'am.
language has to be converted into intermediate language. That
Yes.
time, it is not going inside the CLR.
Okay.
If I'm writing code in C#, that converting into intermediate language, that is performing on Roslyn compiler
Okay.
in .NET Core. Okay, in
Yep.
.NET Core, in .NET Framework, it is performed by corresponding language compiler. Corresponding language compiler means If it is C Sharp compiler. If it is VB.NET, VB.NET compiler. Okay. After intermediate language only, the main engine of the .NET framework CLR will come.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
where the RYU jet is placed.
Yes.
Okay.
They only inside the CLR only we have RYUG. In that RYUG converts our intermediate language into native code based upon the platform. Which platform we are going to run that code? That platform dependent native code will be given by the RYUG. But in
Okay.
framework, not like that. That will work only on Windows. No, it will give only one Windows working native code. Okay. This is the
Okay.
main difference between core and the framework.
Okay. So Roslyn, it deals with the languages and RYU deals with an IL code. Depends on the
Yes.
platform.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Give me 10 minutes break. I will back. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
sure.
move. As of now, you understood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Architecture and CLI tools. This
Yes,
is all
ma'am.
theoretical part. Once we move on to the coding, we'll get better
Yeah.
ideas. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Got it.
Give me 5 minutes break. I will be
Mm,
back.
sure, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible? This is Soumya, I still class student.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm back.
Hi, ma'am. Can you hear me? Hi, ma'am. Bluetooth connect பண்ணா கேட்கவே மாட்டேங்குது.
Yes, yes, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Can we start?
Sure, ma'am.
So now actually another 45 minutes I will take what is MVC. From next week we'll start with the demo. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Able to see my screen, right?
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The MVC. Okay. See the MVC, the name itself telling what is MVC. What do you know about MVC? Just give me small explanation.
Model view controller, ma'am.
Yeah. So actually, this is one of the pattern to write our program. See how we will write the program. You know, simple in .NET itself. You will see we will design the page. We will run the run the this logic will give a return in the .cs file and will connect to the database. We'll get the data from the database and we will rewritten our logic and then we'll get the views in design part. Okay. See this view part and logic, business logic and database connectivity, everything are inbuilt. We cannot separate each and everything. If I want to change one view also, I want to again go to that logic page, go to that view page and go to the database page. But in MVC, it's one of the design pattern. Okay, here we are going to see separate this the view, logic and middleman, that is a controller. Okay, so the actually database, business logic and UI. Okay, this is the actually architectural pattern is used for developing our application by separating the consent into three distinct components, that's model, view, and controller. Understood? It is a design pattern. Okay, or you can say it's the architectural pattern, design pattern, or it's the architectural pattern. Hi, hi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
Sorry, guys. I'm getting call from office. That's why. Okay. See, now we are going to see about MVC. Okay. So I give a glance about what is MVC. Then I will move on to the demo. Okay.
okay.
So because since you have not attended the last class, so I'm going to it with the MVC demo. Okay.
Okay.
She is disconnected.
I'm not sure why she got disconnected. She was in the call for last 2 minutes. She was there.
Okay. Able to see my screen. Okay. See, MVC, actually, MVC is one of the framework, okay, for of Microsoft, where this is one of, you can tell it's a framework or design pattern, okay. So what is the, it's actually separating our application into three main parts, okay. See,
Module view and controller, right?
yeah. Actually, before we write everything in one application itself, okay, inside the view part itself, we will write the logic and will connect to the database. Now, database connectivity is separate, the internal logic is separate, and view UI part is separating. The separation is done by this MVC, model view controller. It is one of the design pattern. Okay, so model is representing the data and the business logic of the application. Okay, it interacts with the database or other data source. But a student class like property ID, name, age, that is all database, right? Student is one database in table. That table contains the columns like ID, name, and age. Means each row is a data. So if I have thousands of rows, that is a database. I have database of students. That in this in database we can interact with the business logic. Okay. So view is our UI part. It displays the data from the model to the user. What the final user is going to see is a UI. Usually we are going to write in .NET Core by Razor. Okay, the CSHTML file. And actually, we have controller. Controller is the intermediate. It's a starting point also, and it's intermediate. It acts like a traffic controller. That is between model and view. So where if you are requesting, means it will go to the controller only. Controller handles your request, process the data, and returns the appropriate view. So how the flow will be means user sends a request. Controller receives the request and fetches the data from the model. Then controller passes the data to the view. View render the UI and sends HTML back to the user browser. Okay, this is the flow of MVC. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
So how it will be the flow? If I am user, I am requesting some page. Suppose requesting the page called in browser. I am requesting student detail. Okay, this student detail will receive by controller.
Yes.
Okay, controller receives this request. Okay, then controller fetches the data from the model, whatever data needed for that request, fetches the data from model. Okay, then controller passes the data to the view. Okay, then final view will be rendered to the renders UI. Okay, then sends the HTML back to the user browser. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the flow of our MVC. The main advantages of MVC. What is the advantage of MVC? See, actually, it's a clear separation of concern. Okay, that is here we have UI separate, data separate, and logic are separated. So any changes we can easily change without interrupting others. So it's a clear separation of concern. Okay,
Okay.
then actually it is easy to maintain and text also, because if I want uh, design, I want to test only view, I can do that. If I want to change one label name, it's easily I can do that. Okay, so actually maintain and testing is very easy in MVC. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Then it supports test-driven development. Okay, we usually to support unit testing is very easy in MVC. Okay, so it is actually works with a larger application, large and scale applications. This is all advantages. Okay, so shall I move on to the demo? We'll do one. Actually, we are going to start with one project of easy. We have to connect with entity framework. Okay, first we'll start if you're an e-commerce application with ASP.NET Core web application. Okay, so I will create one model for this. First, I've opened .NET. Uh, able to see my screen, right? In Visual Studio, create a new project. Go to ASP.NET Core web app. Okay, so web application and MVC. Okay, so it will work on all platforms. Here I'm going to see MVC demo without DB. So I'm using .NET 6.0. So what we are going to do, we are using to do product listing and cart. Okay. So you are in Visual Studio, we have created new project ASP.NET Core Web App MVC. First thing I'm going to create model. Model is the data, right? So I'm going to create model. Inside the model, I will create one class called product add class, new file, class file. Name of the class is class file is product. Okay. So here add. In this product, I'm going to add public and ID get set. Then public name get set. Then public decimal. Public decimal price. Public string image URL. Understood.
Yes.
So now we create the controller. Okay. So here in controller, we have controller class. The controller name should end with the controller. Okay. It will inherit the class that is cloud base class method controller. The controller is a ASP.NET Core MVC class that we have to inherit for the controller class. So I'm going to add controller. So I'm going to create one empty controller. Controller name is product. Okay. Since I'm using e-commerce, many e-commerce applications, so I'm getting product, not one control. Product controller.cs. See, in this product controller, I have see inbuilt it is inheriting control. This is from ASP.NET Core MVC. This is base class for an MVC controller. Okay, with view support. Okay, this is actually we have index page. Okay, you can go here and create add view or add view. Okay, but first we'll add the one list of products. Okay, so first we add the view. View after view will come here. So we will create in right click index, add view, razor view empty, index.cshtml. So what it will happen in view, I will create one folder called product. In that folder, it will create the index page. Okay. So the product method will act as the index page, direct index page, and where it will search means if it is product controller, it will search for folder product. If it is home controller, it will search for the folder home. Okay. The product name will be act as the folder name in view. Inside that, each method which method you want view, that method name will act as a view name. So here I have index.cshtml. I add in here the product index. Okay, I got the index page. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a view. So out of the products, I'm going to list here. So add model. I'm going to enumerable.
So
Yeah,
whatever we are
model.
going to give on this view, that's the thing that will be shown to the user, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Whatever we are going, here only we type the HTML.
okay, the HTML.
Okay.
Okay,
Here, I added the data product. No, here I'm going to use that MVC demo without tp.model.product. Add model. There is enumerable list of. Okay. Models dot product. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, H2O product, header part, div, class, row. Okay. Add for razor, add for each, where fill in model. Okay. So here, this is Bootstrap. Okay, the class here I'm using is called MD4. It's a Bootstrap. Actually, in layout, it already shared the Bootstrap CSS. Okay, so I'm directly using. I'm using Bootstrap class card. So image shall be equal to your P is of techno and P dot image URL. Then class and image top. Then I add P dot name. Okay, now we have div class card body, card body. Beside this, we have h5 and P dot name, right? Okay, P dot right. Then h12. We'll have another one hyperlink that is product of add to cart at p.id. Okay, class button primary. This is add to cart. Understood, guys. So
Yes,
what I'm
ma'am.
doing here?
So you're adding a reference link here, the last
Okay,
line. Okay, and
yeah,
you're calling the class and what has to be printed, add to cart. That will be shown as a button.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See, this is to show the product. Okay.
Okay.
See, if we have actually we are not connected with the database. Now my model is my database. I have created one model class called product.
Okay.
Whatever I'm inserting here, how many records I'm inserting here that I can view here. Okay, how I'm going to insert means, see here I will do that.
So that will be viewed only when the program is running, right? Once we closed and
Yes,
we restart it again, it won't appear. It won't be stored.
no, it won't be stored.
Okay.
We are not, it's to store the information only, we need a database, right? Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
you are running, you will get the data. That's
Okay.
okay. So private static list of product. This product is a model class. Product, new list of products. This is some model. So here I'm going to add my product. A new product of ID equal to 1, name equals to laptop, size equal to image URL equal to, I'm going to add some For that, I need the images folder. I will add later. Laptop.jpg. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to add for 213. One is for smartphone. Another one is headphone. I'll change the price. So 15,000, 25,000. Home.jpg. Headphones.jpg. Okay. So this is our product. Okay. So for cart, I need one list. Okay. This is a product. For cart, I will have one list of products. Private, static, list of products. Cart equal to new list of products. Okay, so in index we are going to return view. Actually, in this view will go to product index. No, there I need a product model, so I have to pass that model from controller. So inside the view, I'm going to pass product. Product is from this object. Okay, list of products. So it will view in that index. Okay, we have add to cart method. Now we have a hyperlink for add to cart. Right here in view. Product add to cart. We'll add this. Product is a controller, add to cart is a method, and the ID is the product ID, right? So yeah, I'm going to add public I action result of add to cart. Okay, int ID. Where product equal to product store first or default. First or default. Okay, so see the x dot id equal to id. Okay, so if I click on id equal to 1, that id 1 product should be added into my cart, right? So
Yes,
where that product here is product not equal to null, I'm adding in the cart product. Okay, once it's added, I will go to redirect to action. I'm going to create one action called cart just to view that. Okay, so we'll have another view for that. I will return. I will write that method public I action result of code. Okay, return view code. Understood. So we write a view for code. Okay, we will add a view. So product code dot cshtml. This is code page. Okay. So here also I'm going to have add model enumerable MVC. The product model stock product. Okay, H2 platform. Okay. So in this model, nothing is there means I will put model, not model dot any. I will just print no items in code. Okay. So else I will create one table. Okay, create name type inside tr. Okay, then we have keyboarding. For key, that's the tr, maybe, maybe, and keyboard. Okay, so I am just listing the name and price. What are the products included in the cart?
Okay.
Okay, card is stored in memory list. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So we created a view and we created the controller. Just a small example. Okay. Controller for card and add to card and model. Okay, so I'll create one images folder also. I want three images, right? Laptop, phone, and headphone.
Ma'am, is it possible we can directly copy the Google link and paste it there? Will it show?
That
Or we
there
should?
actually no, that also the Google link you are asking link.
Yeah,
Then
image of
yeah,
yes.
then I can do that. But here I have given the image path. No, that's why I'm downloading it.
Okay. Just want to know whether will it work or not.
Yeah, it will work. It will work. We'll add this and existing item. Laptop. Phone. Then it. Okay. So laptop, smartphone, and headphone. Yeah, that's just now I will run and show this. Then I will explain the program.cs. Just you now you understood which is model, which is controller, which is view, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So just I will run from the index page. Body swag. What's happening? Here? 1, 2, 3 for the div 1 for this, 1 for this, here 1 div is missing. Okay, then it's gone, right? No issue. Here we have to give the root config, but now I will explain the program.cs. But time being, now I'm clicking product, controller name, and index. Okay. See, coming to public eye action result of index, F10, return view product. This product will have the count of this list, ID 1, 2, 3. Okay. So
Okay.
return view. See here. But our image is not loaded, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll print add to cart. No items in cart. Add to cart is not ordered. One. Index.cs HTML. Image URL. In image URL, I capital I. Not images, right? Laptop for replacement. In IMAG images, laptop with replacement. Replacement. Headphones or headphone. Spelling mistake. Headphone. Okay, this is also capital. The folder is a capital I. Now add to code, import is there. Now I will again run and show this. We want the start page is the product index means in program.cs. Or this program.cs I will explain now. So in this program.cs we have a map controller root. Default root should be product index. Okay. I will change this means it will go to default root. So now it is in product index. Now also it's not coming. JPEG is not supporting. No, I downloaded something, I think, images and existing items. I will give some other images. This part is not supporting. I will do this. Go into to photo.jpg. Some images of for debugging. Okay? Let's check it out.
Okay. Oh, it's not taking images. SRC image URL. I can give direct URL itself. Okay, sorry. I think I have to go like this. See, the images has to be moved to the www route. Then only it will work. Okay.
I will stop debugging. This has to be here. And program.cs, you have to use static first. It's here. Right now is uninstalled. This is required for external folders and files. This is required. Okay, I will explain this program.cs.
Okay.
We got it. Right. Okay. 1 minute. I will run and show this.
Yes, ma'am.
Seeing that.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we got it right. See, with our external static files, you have to include it in understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So next we move on to the add to cart. Okay, so I will add smartphone. So ID is 2, save 10, product. In this product, we have redirect to action. Now it's coming to action method. Cart, view cart. Okay, so here in cart, the count is 0. No items in cart. Okay, so added, we are redirecting to cart, but cart, in cart we added the product, right? Sorry, I did one mistake. Can you able to see that mistake? Small silly mistake I did in this. Why cart is empty? See the line number 22.
You missed a semicolon.
No, actually product is not equal to null only. We have to add that cart, right? I have given
Okay.
equal to. Now I will again run and show this. Yeah, add to cart, product cart dot adder. Then again redirect or view code. Laptop 55,000. Okay.
Okay.
So this is without DB how to create a model view and controller. See, actually one MVC controller starting page is program.cs. See, it is running, and if I run this, first we'll see one command prompt, right? Even it's a web application, but it is running under this command prompt terminal. See, you see carefully, you will see one command prompt. Then first time if I run this, there will be command prompt. From terminal only it's running. See, this is the W Microsoft Word development lifetime. So actually, uh, ASP.NET Core MVC, the file is entry point is where we are configuring the service and the request pipeline. Everything is in program.cs. Okay, it's like a startup page. Okay, I will explain each and everything of program.cs.
Sorry, ma'am. What did you say?
The starting execution point of this web application is program.cs file. Okay, I will explain the program.cs file in depth. See, this is the program. This is a startup page. Okay, first I will explain. So this is our see. Actually, the main thing is web application dot create builder. Okay, able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, actually, in an ASP.NET MVC core application, okay, here that in .NET 6, 7, 8, okay, here we have two phases of application. One is we will build the application, we'll run the application.
Okay.
Okay, so in .NET Core MVC, okay, so what is the use of program.cs means? Actually, in .NET 6 or 7 or 8, we have two phases. Okay, one is build the application. Next one is run the app. Okay, building the application means your configure services and the config logging, configuration, logging, everything will take place here.
Okay.
Okay, and while running means here we are configuring the HTTP pipeline, that is middleware. Here we have dependency injection and middleware also. Okay, I will explain that. To configure the HTTP pipeline, middleware, then start listening. This is the running the application. Okay, so actually this is a minimal hosting model. Okay, .NET Core is the minimal hosting model from .NET 6, 7 and 8. Okay, minimal hosting model. So what this program.cs does? Okay, so what it does means, see, first it will create. First thing, it will create a host. What is host? For your web application. Any idea what is host?
Hello.
Yeah, now audible. You have
Yes.
disconnected your
Sorry,
network.
ma'am. I think that because of this internet still,
Yeah,
that's
understood.
yeah.
See, the first thing in program.cs does is create a host for your web application. Host means it's like a environment where our web application runs. Okay, so in ASP.NET Core, a host is like a container or a web environment. See, web application means it takes some place. No, that place, that environment we call as a host. Understood?
Okay.
What is host? So in ASP.NET Core, a host is like the container or an environment. Okay, where your web application runs. Yes. So this child is actually responsible for starting and managing the life cycle, application life cycle, providing the services like dependency injection, managing the middleware, pipeline and request handling the see this thing you like works as an engine that power your ASP.NET Core. Okay.
Okay.
So if you go within program.cs, see program.cs file, first line is where builder equal to create builder.args. Okay, the first line is where builder equal to create builder, right? So here, when you create an ASP.NET Core MVC project inside program.cs, see this. Okay, what is this means? This will create builder, that is, it sets up the host. This one is set up the host. Okay, with dependency injection, logging, configuration, kernel, kestrel server. Okay, actually here only it will set that host with all this configuration. Okay, this is the first line. Understood this line? So first is web application dot create builder. This line will create a host for our web application. Okay. Second, what will happen means it. Are you there? It will register the services. Okay, register the services means if what your app needs, like MVC session, catching, DB contest, the services will be set here. Okay, in our page, actually, are you there?
No, sorry, it got disconnected again. I just joined again,
Oh, what?
rejoined again. I don't know what's happening. It's because of this Wi-Fi.
Okay, okay. See, actually, our
Okay.
first line is create builder. Next is register the services. Okay, register services means what your app needs, like MVC sessions, catching, DB contact, everything. Okay, that will be next line will be this. Okay, into dependency. This we are adding the services now that we call as a dependency injection.
Okay.
CI. Okay, see in this our program itself, the second line is builder.services.add control. This is one dependency injection where we are adding MVC controller with view. Okay, so first we are
Okay.
created the host, second we added the services, register the services into dependency injection. Then we will have the assemblies and the middleware pipelines. Okay, so here we have used HTTP redirection, static files, routing, authorization. Then this is all middleware.
Okay.
Okay, it will execute one by one. Okay, I
Okay.
will explain that. But after first three things is by this, see, up to app.builder.build. First we have created a host, then services will be injected by dependency injection, then builder.build will build that host.
Okay.
Okay, builder.build. So where app equal to builder.build is actually it will create builder, prepare the host and service collection. No, the build method is there. No, that will finalize everything and return a web application object. Now our web application object is called app. Now we created one environment. We whatever configuration services we needed, we have injected there. Then our
Ma'am,
application is finally ready
so,
by.
ma'am, can you repeat again? Again, it got disconnected. Sorry. Sorry
See,
for
first,
that.
okay. Oh, you see, first line is we are creating the host environment.
Okay.
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 Second line, we are adding the dependency injection services.
Dependency injection. Okay.
Okay. We like that we will add many services, inbuilt services or external services also. That I will tell. Okay. Next, where app.builder.build is this app is a web application object that is created by this host. This is actually the build method is there. No, this is actually finalizing everything and return a
Okay.
web application object called app.
Okay.
Okay. Now this app we are going to use to configure middleware and endpoints and finally run the application by using app.run. Now our app is our object. Okay.
Okay.
By creating this or before creating this object, the builder is there. No, that is we are creating the host and we are adding the services to that host.
Okay, ma'am.
So what are the things when you call build, it creates the host, register all services into DI. Okay, and it will return the web application object. Actually, it in the DA is all the services you added in builder.services.add are now available for injection, but it hasn't yet run the middleware, but prepares the request pipeline. See, we will add app.use routing, app.use authorization, app.use static files. Each and everything are middleware. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So now actually this is our typical example. Builder.build everything. Okay. So after app object is created, we'll see what is happening.
Ma'am,
Yeah, am I
uh,
audible?
yeah, you're audible. Is it okay if we continue this class the next week? Because my
Yeah.
internet is not still it's not stable. It's disconnecting often.
Okay, then we'll see program.cs again on next week. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sure. Because I'm also not able to concentrate on the class. I'm not able to continue with this
Okay.
unstable internet connection. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Navesh, no problem. As of now, you understood what's happened, what is MVC, or what about our project. I will give this project for your reference. I will send as a zip file. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm clear about the how to create MVC and all those stuff. So whatever we discussed, and but the last thing I was not able to understand that the CS thing, CS are related to CS.
Yeah. Program.cs file. That is the main file of NVASP.NET Core. I will explain next week. Okay.
Okay. If
Thank you.
possible, we can connect tomorrow also.